Welcome to the shed vlog, people, where I show you, as a small plumbing company called Mr. London Plumber, you might as well like and subscribe. You might have heard of me before. I'm going to show you some of the materials and some of the tools which I have to be able to run my small plumbing business. And we're here today where I keep most of my stock. Everybody keeps their stock in different places. Some people might have a lockup. I have a really big shed. If you've watched any of my videos before, this is the shed, what you would have seen before. It's actually quite packed at the moment, so I've got everything pushed over to the room over there just so we could do this video. But we're going to start with just the random stuff which I can find. There's not going to be nothing in order, but I'm going to try and give you a brief talk about everything what you're going to see. So this is my press gun, which I don't really use a lot. Rothenberg. It's actually got no marks on it, so it's pretty brand new, but didn't have the teeth for it, the head for it and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another one the next time when I'm working, so maybe in the next month or so I might buy another one, the smaller one, and actually double up on the batteries and just start using it, because having a press gun as a plumber is going to save you so much time and you're going to make a lot of money with a machine like this. It's just me, I haven't done that because I don't know, I ain't got an excuse sometimes, people. Sometimes I understand that this plumbing business, it's a lot of money, you know. I spend a lot of my own money. I'm not able to go on holiday sometimes, do a few things. My girlfriend wants to go Bora Bora. I'm an M&S shopper. All of these types of things, people, is what I need to balance out like that, you know, like the Mexican wave. But make sure you like, share and subscribe, because that's what we do at this channel. And I'm going to show you my honest truth when it comes to the stuff what I've spent money on and what I think that most people are going to need to spend money on. So you can see that I've got a number of tool bags. This is a Velocity bag. I wasn't a big fan of Velocity when they first started, especially this bag, because it was given to me free. What broke for me on this bag was this. So these are some of the early bags as well. So they're probably changed. There's nothing wrong with any type of bag what you buy, but I am a Vito Pro Pack person. So I don't use it anymore. But because I don't use them bags, I don't throw them away, because I still need to store old tools in it, or tools which I'm not using so frequently. Definitely got to watch my head on this as well. And I've got a few open bags, whatever you call them, here as well. So I'm just going to run through things in some type of order to be able to show you the stuff what I've got. You always need a couple of bits of copper pipe, because even as a plumber, yeah, what would piss me off the most, yeah, is to go to a job and I only need like a small length of copper. Then I have to buy a whole 3 meters and cut it down and just use a small bit. So I always make sure I've got a bit of copper fittings. That's a must at the end of the day, people. Never overlook this. I always keep some in my garden as well, to be honest, but that's just, hey, you little garden perch, looking over my garden. What else have I got in here? I'm going to try and go through things in a bit of an orderly fashion, like try and do stuff on the top first. So a 3/4 hose, you always need something like this when you're doing a drain down, or if you have an airlock. That's when I used this last in Islington, and I could have used the other hose what I had, but I couldn't fucking find it, so I had to run to a shop and just buy this hose to be able to do it. A garden hose does it fine, but I suppose that might turn into my dad's garden hose while he wets up the plants later at some point. I've got this Karcher Hoover here, which I got many years ago. So this is a backpack Hoover. I am a one-band man plumber, so you know, like I don't need certain things, but Hoovers definitely, because this is all to do with you tidying up. So I'll show you it so you can see it. This is a lovely Hoover, very powerful as well. It just sits on your back like a rucksack, innit? I'm not going to put it on for the sake of the video. You guys know what a Hoover looks like. The only thing I haven't got with this Hoover is the whole extension thing, but I've got, it works. That's the main thing, innit? Always carry yourself some bags. These are some gloves which I got from Ox Tools when I was working with them. It's a good thing that I've been a brand ambassador, and I've got a lot of this stuff like gloves, bags and little things like that through when I was a brand ambassador. But these are the like heavy duty gloves and stuff like that. Never kind of throw them away. I've always got loads and loads of silicones, different ones which people have sent me as testers and stuff like that. I always tell people I'll test them out, and sometimes I use them on my personal projects and just still charge people for them. That's how I've kind of like balanced to be able to make a little bit of extra scratch, because the reason why I have like a stock like this and I don't just go and buy all the time is because there's going to be times when we're getting called out for emergencies, innit? And if I know I've got something, I just go in my shed and grab it, and then I can go and do the job, innit? It just saves you so much time. And there's many shops nowadays who do not stock stuff, and you have to wait and shit like that. For me, that's a big slowing up in business, and it's going to stop you from getting that extra coin. Bear in mind, people, I have to keep showing you my back because I've got to keep reaching onto the shelves, seeing what I've got. I'm an old school plumber, so I've got a plunger. This might be my thumbnail actually, something like this. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comment section if this should be my thumbnail. Not bad? Not bad? It's not bad, isn't it? Right, let's carry on. Got a bunch of press fittings here. So an equal T. Equal meaning that it's the same size on every size. You see on my videos, yeah, I just want to know if people learn stuff. Do you get it? So I got these. So obviously you saw the press gun before. Got the fittings for the press gun, but need to get another gun. Story of my life. Not the guns things, but I mean the press gun. What else we got up here? So I've showed you some silicone. Let's go to the next shelf because there's tons and tons of stuff what I can show you. These dividers, yeah, you're going to save yourself so much time, and it looks very professional when you put away your tools all nicely with your stuff. So this is like a similar to like a pack out, right? So we've got simple things here like straight couplings, compressions. We've got service valves, isolation valves here. Got a few of them. Double check valves as well, which you always need. Elbows and an equal T. Compression. I love compression fittings, man. You can't really go wrong with them. Handy as well. So I've got quite a few pack outs, to be honest. So I'll try and take as many out as I can. Try and take everything out. I don't know how long this video is going to be. You always need yourself some Jubilee clips. You know, you go to a job, different size Jubilee clips are actually going to get you out. You know, when you're connecting up your little washing machine to your trap and stuff like that, have your Jubilee clips, put them on properly so your pipes don't push themselves off. You know, it's so handy to have all these little things. I feel like I'm ready to build a house for a wife. This one is some nuts and some bolts. I remember when I got these from Screwfix. I've got all these. I've got these from Screwfix. I can't tell you where I got everything from because I can't remember, to be honest. You need different bolt sizes at points. Washers inside here as well. Nuts as well. All different sizes. I think they go up to, what are they? So they're M10, M8, M6. If you know, you know. We don't need to talk about it much longer. What other pack outs have I got? Not sure what's inside there. Could be a bill. No, I'm joking. This is a push button for a toilet. So these toilets are quite common. I think these are the Jabberette toilets. Don't know why I'm taking it out because you subscribe. That's why. So push button for a toilet. You won't believe sometimes how many of these go. I go to a property, let's say they're like, I don't know, 80 to 100 pounds. I've got one with me, I can fit it for them, and it ain't gonna cost me that much because I got it. Do you get it? I try and get stuff which I know that I frequently use or I come across, right? I've had this for I think this was my first little pack out thing. I was moving like, you know what I mean? But what I keep in here is just screws and stuff like that. Screws and little raw plugs. So you always need different types of screws, whether they're stainless steel, whether they're brass, and you always need a couple raw plugs as well. Red ones preferably, or your browns. Got some grey ones as well, so that's always helpful and handy. What else we got? I bought these from nearly dropped it there, nearly had an accident. I got these raw plugs from Screwfix. So I always said to myself, when I run out of all of these raw plugs, I will use these to be able to put like what you saw in there, just another pack out box in it. But I've got enough pack out boxes at the moment. So again, just raw plugs, different sizes again. DeWatt raw plugs. This is the only DeWatt make. This is what I commend DeWatt for. They make these are good value for money as well, man. You always need raw plugs. So I've got another pack out as well, which is a Stanley one. This one's a lot heavier as well, and this one has got a lot more of my fittings in. So we got soldered ring fittings, T's, push fit, elbows. That was a straight cup link. We've got 45s, end feed fittings. We've got the end caps, what you put on your toilets here. I've got some other fittings, which is 22, 22, 15. Sometimes you need these. End feed. And I think I've got like some washing machine valves in here as well. And I've got Munson rings as well. So you just need a lot of stuff, right? So that keeps me going sometimes and when I'm on the job, I don't need to like pop to the shop. That's why I have these things, because just little things, you know, like as a plumber, you're doing a job, yeah, and you need one elbow and you have to go to the shop and buy the whole pack. I'm not on that. That's going to waste time. That's going to be costly. So I just get my own and I try to charge people for them. So I will charge someone accordingly for that. Let's say I use one elbow. I'm going to charge them £1 or £2. That's just how it is. Because I've got it on me, and people will pay as well because you itemize it on your bills, right? Make it make sense for you and then restock your stock, right? So jet blue paste. This is something I don't see everybody using all the time, but you need to use this on your olives, right? So you saw all those compression fittings, you put them on your olive, people, right? What else is in there? I'm hoping that I'm going to open one of these bags and I'm going to find some bloody money, because I need some right now. It's just more fittings, to be honest with you. More soldered ring fittings. So these are elbows and more elbows in there. Nothing really to show you, peeps. You can never have too much raw plugs. These are a pack of browns. I wonder how many are in these. I don't know, like maybe, I'm not even sure how many are in these, but there's loads of brown raw plugs in here. You can never have too many. Let me show you this as well. I've had this for years, guys. So when I used to do price work, yeah, I knew that was going to fall down. Oh! When I used to do price work, using this hop up, and I think I got this hop up from Screwfix as well. You know, if you're working on your own, this is perfect, man. A little hop up. A hop up allows you to stand on it, innit? Because you wasn't allowed to stand on steps on sites. Who knows about that? Tell me if you know about that, or if you're from that type of era, because I am. Anytime I'm fitting taps and stuff like that, yeah, you always get that little grubby bit around people's sinks and stuff like that, yeah. Get yourself one of these cloths, rub it down, make it look sparkly. Actually got some batteries in there as well. Didn't know that. Kind of need these batteries, but they might be no good because it's been outside for all this time. But hey ho, they're there. You can never have too much mastic. I told you I've got loads and loads of mastic, whether it be clear, some of them are unopened. Thank you to all of these brands who send me out the mastic and stuff like that, because I do use them. I just don't get to do like, you know, like videos about them anymore. I've done a few mastic collaborations with a few different brands. Wonder if this has got any battery. Wow. I'm not a D-Watt drill person, but I remember this drill. It's buggered now, but got me through a bit. Sometimes you need good shit. Right. These clamps are what you see like a lot of woodwork people use, yeah? So if you're working on your own and you want to clamp something down, you put it on there, clamp it together, and that way it can hold it flush with it, and maybe you can cut it with a hacksaw or with a universal saw. It depends on what you're cutting, but these clamps make life easy for yourself. What else is in there? I've also got some lights as well. Don't know why I've got these lights. Sometimes I've got so much stuff, I just forget what's inside there. I know that's going to hit my head sometime in this video. What is this? Oh, this is the fitting for the light. I'm going to show you that. It's in the electrician channel, guys. This is a plumbing channel where we do plumbing stuff. Not really nothing to show you in that box there, but we'll keep going towards this side. So with so many mastics and silicones, you need yourself a mastic gun. I've never bought that expensive one where there's no need to do that anyway. Well, I say there's no need, I haven't got one in it because I do masticing, but not that much, you know. Not as much as probably I should. These are not actually mine, actually. These are my uncle's. I know I said that some stuff my uncle might have took, but I gotcha. Hopefully you don't see that, unks. You can never have enough levels. This is my Stanley level, so clean, so tidy, but this one stays out here. I've got the Milwaukee ones as well, but my Milwaukee one is inside because I most recently used it. What else can I show you here? So like I said to you, I was a brand ambassador for Ox Tools. I don't know if you lot remember that. I don't know how long you lot have been on my page for. Brand new pair of boots. Love a fresh pair of boots, you know. Sometimes when I'm going places, I want to look clean, I want to look tidy. All of this looking messy. I work in the West End, people, so I'm in people's fancy houses, so you know, presentation is a lot. And I come from a Caribbean West Indian uncle, so therefore looking smart when you're at work is a necessity because you are a representation of yourself. I'm only a small plumbing company, so I would always tell people, dress well. Do you know what I mean? Bit different for me to say that because I've been sponsored for a number of years, which I'm very thankful for, you know. I actually was saying to myself before I started this video, yeah, see this jacket here, I've got like 6 different variations of this same jacket. Like this is like a double proof waterproof jacket with a hood. I've got like a soft shell jacket. Anyway, this ain't about flipping jackets, but I've got a lot of clothes. Let's carry on with that same shelf. Show you a couple of little bits. I really don't use these cutters anymore, but there's nothing wrong with these. These are for cutting obviously PVC pipe. They work a treat. What I do use, I use something which is very similar to this. So these PVC slices, I've actually got I think it's called the C1, which Ox Tools do as well. I always get tools from when I was working with Ox, tools which I'm going to flip and use. I never ask for things which I ain't going to use because I don't need any tool like anybody else. Like I don't have anywhere else to put it, as you can see. This is not the only place where my tools are. I've got another place as well. where I've got another 5 bags somewhere else, but this is just stuff which I just have hanging about. Right, let me start to show you some other stuff which I was sent. So this is a damp meter, so this can test the wall to see if it's wet or not. Still in the pack. Not bad, people. It's not to say I just don't use these things. It's just like I've got 3 of them machines, you know, so that was one of 3. So yeah, kudos to that. What else can I show you as well? Oh, this has been a dream. I got onto my uncle about getting me one of these. I saw him with this kneeling mat one time and I said, why is my kneeling mat looking like this and you've got this one? Get me that one, uncle, man. Why are you trying to treat me like that? So now I've got both of them. But this one was a mechanic's kneeling mat. This was the best. This, if I can buy this again, oh yeah, I would. It's had better days. It looks like I've got a dog in it. I haven't. I don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened there. And this is lube for when you're putting on, say you're putting on a pan connector or something like that. You want to put some lubrication around it so it fits it in tight. If you know, you know. I know what you lot was thinking. You're nasty. You're just nasty, you know that. Anyway, let's keep moving. I've got some plastic dust sheets. You always need to keep the place tidy. I always do use dust sheets now, you know, because it's just getting into a routine so you can work a lot cleaner and smarter. Don't know why I've got these old siphons which I've took out from some, I think I was going to do a video on it or something. I can't remember, to be honest. That's what I mean with my shed. Sometimes I put some stuff in there and I actually forget I put it in there. It's like I've become a mini holder. But I guess a lot of you guys who are plumbers are like the same. So I've seen it through my uncle, so I don't take it personally, you know. You just end up collecting some stuff sometimes and then telling yourself, I'm going to do a job with that sometime. You don't, but you think to yourself, I'm going to need it. But very soon I'll have a proper clear out. What can I show you in here? So I got a cable detector just in case you're making a hole in a wall and you want to find out where the cables are or if any pipes are running past it. I haven't used this in ages. You didn't really see it there, so I'll show you like this now. I got these all free and stuff, you know. I'm really thankful that I got that type of stuff. This, I thought I was the lad when I got this. It's just another little prop up light. I've got a few of these, but I'm actually using one of my work lights at the moment to be able to film this video, which is quite helpful. Ox Tools really sorted me out with a lot of stuff, you know. So air defenders, or when you're doing all that stuff as well, which is quite cool. Like, you never know when you need this stuff, so I got it, innit? I don't know why I got that actually, to be honest, but I suppose it's necessary. Oh, so you ever change like fibre washers or washers on taps and stuff like that and realise you needed these little bit sets? So here's your fibre washers and stuff like that. Got loads of different sizes inside here. Got washers to be able to fit onto the end of the tap. All different types of washers. I've even got olives as well, and these which go into your inlet valve to make it faster. The orifice, which is the size of the hole. Some of the words which I remember, sometimes I impress myself with the things I remember, you know, because this video is just run and gun. I mean, I'm doing quite well compared to how I normally would be with videos where I would be like, shit, got that wrong, shit, got this wrong. But hey, you guys are family, you guys are subscribed, and I don't mind showing you the stuff which I have to run my business, to be able to help people to understand the things what you need. So more washer kits, more washer kits. There's not really a lot for me to show you inside there, but imagine that I think I've got 4 different washer kits, so you can never have too much because there's different sizes. You take 1 or 2 out, You forget where it is. Again, another pack. I am a Milwaukee person through and through. You are going to start to see this through my tools. I love Milwaukee tools, I'm not going to lie. I've always wanted to be sponsored by them, but hey, not yet, people. Just not big enough, not making enough impact. Another light as well. I got these from Amazon. These were supposed to be like solar panelled at the back and stuff like that. Ain't all that. Got a bit of flux in there for when I'm doing a bit of soldering. I've got so many different types of hammers. Like I just saw one up there. I've got one here as well. So that's 2 hammers, what you can see already. I've got a lot more as well. I just can't see the handles at the moment. So let's aim for the other shelf, because I've got a couple of more shelves to show you, but we're getting there. I always said to myself that I was going to get a reciprocating saw. So I got the blades and I'm still waiting to get the saw. Do you lot remember these? These were like these isolation clamps, what you could get from Rothenberg. You could put them over the pipe and you could turn the pipe back on and people could still use it. These are a godsend. So sometimes you need these plunger heads on your plunging sticks. I think they're down the side of there. So I got them, different sizes as well. What else is in there? I got some hardness testers, so to test if the water's hard. It's just a chemical, you add the water to it, it turns a different colour, and then you realise you've got hard water. Just another way to be smart, people. Do you know what I mean? I tried to separate these boxes into different ones which are needed for different things. So this, I think, is one of the electrical ones. So I've got timers, just in case people need them. I've got strips, and I've got switches as well. Single pole switches. Got a few bits in there still. And I've got like some Wagos in the bottom of here as well. Connector blocks. Plug heads. Got shitloads of fuses in the bottom of here, because you go to a job sometimes and you need a fuse, or you need like a Wago or something like that. I do have some of these in my bag as well, in my plumbing tool bag, in the side of it. But keeping things in these little IKEA boxes have saved me so much time, you know, people. So much time. I can't tell you. I used to think that a lot of plumbers who like organise their shit down to a T, you ain't got nothing to do, mate. Yeah, but look at me. I'm a bit organised. I'm not organised in like everything is in its name and all that stuff like that. But I try to keep things as organised as possible. Right. What other stuff can I start to show you? So I actually have got a pair of benders, pipe benders, which my uncle got me years ago. Many years ago. He got me these for my 16th birthday. And I thought, are you taking the piss? Where is my rollie? But look at me now. I'm in my 30s and I'm still doing plumbing. Respect, uncle. Respect! Look, it's even got my name on it. There. These are so heavy. Oh, they're either heavy or I'm getting weak. One or the other. So I've also got one time I think it was Wix or something like that was closing down. I've got these shower heads, and I thought to myself, I'll fit these in somebody's property. Again, they're still sitting there catching dust, but they are brand new. I've also got a lot of PTFE tape down there. So always need your hard hat when you're on site, as you know. You can't get on site without a good hard hat. I don't go on sites anymore. That was a long time ago when I was on sites. Got some good and shitty memories from it. Let me know if you go on sites, if you're a site person, because everyone's different, you know. So I think this is my soldering one. A lot of solder in here. Got so many rolls of it. PTFE. WD-40. Can't get away from that. Couple of more WD-40s in here. Some glue. Some more soldering stuff. But that's just like my soldering one. Oh, sometimes I forget that I've got this stuff in here. So this is my baby. This is my M12 Sunny Snake. If I needed to unblock a sink or something like that, this is perfect. It's making sure it's not rusted up or nothing. And it comes with a bucket as well. So I got it with this bucket. Used it a couple of times. As you know, more Milwaukee. This is perfect from what you need. Like you're a one-band man, you know, like you can see by the range of stuff which I've got already how many jobs that I can do. If you get what I mean. I've actually got an what else have I got in there? So this is my heating box. Keep hitting my head. Hopefully you're not laughing too much in the comment section. Anyway, let's crack on. So different types of traps. This is a waterless trap from Osmo with Hemp 2O. So I used to work with Hemp. I do work with Hemp 2O sometimes when I feel like it. Who is this from? Flex. I think this is from Masterflow. They sent me out this with Screwfix. Can never have enough TMVs. Got a video coming out on TMVs and balancing systems very soon, so definitely check that out. More and more TMVs, loads and loads of TMVs, and some cleaning stuff and my old light inside there. Not a lot to see, but keep them separate and I know where they are, which is important to me. I'll put that one back on there as well. And again, this is just a quick rundown. I'm not going to break everything down. What's inside this one? And I've got some more solvent welding in here. I have got some stuff was not been opened in a long time. Funny smell coming out of there. So some more. Got some glue in here as well. Do you remember this old school glue? That tin's old. Flux. Jet blue is inside here as well, which I can't be bothered to hold up right now, guys. But yeah, just keeping my stuff separated so I can see it and use it properly. But this was just a quick like rundown video because I ain't made a shed video in ages, man. And I do need to tidy up a lot in here, but I just wanted to show you, just off the basics, some of the stuff which I keep in my shed just to keep me going as a small London plumbing business. Like I said to you, everything isn't organised like I would like it to be because this is just a shed. But I like to keep it as tidy as I can, innit? And I know where some of my stuff is, so therefore I can go and I can grab it. But these are the little things what I keep around, really, to be honest with you. Just keeps me going as a company because the little bits, as you can see, you can go and do jobs, go and pick up that, do this. Just makes your life easier for yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a little bit different for me, but haven't done a shed video in a long time. Mr. London Plumber, like, share, subscribe, drop your little comment underneath, tell me what you think of this video, and I'll see you on the next upload, people. Let's get it.